Hello everyone and welcome to another video. In this video, we will be one-tapping mobs that you probably shouldn't be able to one-tap. But before we get into today's video, be sure to subscribe as we're slowly approaching 10,000 subscribers, and that is just a huge milestone on the channel. Also, be sure to join the Discord, link in description. That's all for me, on to the video. In a combat-centric mindset, increasing your damage is the most important thing you can do in Skyblock, and newer items let you do this insanely well. I'm talking one-tapping every single Slayer boss, ghosts, and a few other mobs. So in today's video, we're going to be using some sword swapping strategies and some other things to one-tap a ton of mobs. The first mob is the Zealot. Now, the Zealot used to be one of the best money-making methods because of the summoning eyes it can drop. However, one-tapping them is crazy easy now. With tons of easy talismans, better gear, and other things, Zealots are easier and easier to one-tap. So for now, we're going to try to do as much damage as possible to one. For all of the setups in this video, I'm going to be using 3/4 Necron with a Warden helmet, and then the weapons are the only thing that's going to change. We're also going to be using a level 79 Lion Pet, which is good enough for me. This basically just does way more first strike damage, it adds to a couple damage and strength to your weapons, and also makes you deal more damage to mobs that have attacked you. A key weapon to sword swapping is the Withered One-for-All Giant Sword. One-for-All weapons are used to swap because of their high base damage. Now, this is needed for how the sword swapping calculation works, but basically, when you swap from this to another weapon that has an ability, it will deal this one's damage with the other one's ability and enchants. For example, if you were to hold a Withered Giant Sword then swap to your Scorpion Foil, it would deal all of the damage from this as well as some of the enchants like First Strike and Prosecute, but would also deal the 250% damage to Spider's ability. For any normal mob that isn't a zombie or spider, we're going to be using an edible mace. Now what this does is it creates an ability that makes you deal double damage, but if you use the ability and then perform a sword swap, it doubles the sword swap. One more thing to note, and the reason why I will do so much damage, is my talismans. Now I have literally every single talisman in the entire game, including Golden Jerry, Hegemony, literally everyone, okay? And they're all recommed except the commons, because 1, I'm broke, and 2, spending a recom for 1 strength and 1 crit damage is just not worth it. Also, one more important thing to note is that all of my talismans are enriched with speed. Now, this is a weird choice because you might think, why speed? However, the Warden helmet gets its strength from your speed, so putting speed enrichments on my talismans will actually add more damage to the Warden helmet. Okay, so we're gonna go over here, we're gonna use the ability, hold Giant Sword, swap to Mace and hit. 6.4 mil. That's so much. That's actually insane. And it will change because of Fabled. So I'm going to see if we can get a really good Fabled strike. Dude, 7.4? What? Alright, so I've concluded that the reason our damage was scaling up as we continue to hit more things is because of the Reaper Orb, which gives +2 strength for every mob killed in the last 5 seconds, which is why that was scaling so fast. So the highest amount of damage I could get there was 7.5. It definitely could have been a lot better if I waited for Watchers to spawn Endermites, killed them all, get the strength buffs, and then hit again. But I think 7.5 mil is enough for me. Alright, now it is time for ghosts. If you tune into my combat streams, I'm currently in the process of getting Combat 60, as well as making a ton of money from ghosts, and I'm one-tapping them with a Soul Whip. Now, I actually want to see if the Lion Pet or the Mithril Golem is better, because the Mithril Golem gives 20% more combat stats while on a mining island, and this is a mining island. So most people use the Mithril Golem, so I'm doing 1,020,000 it seems, or it spikes sometimes because I have Swarm. Because I have Swarm 5 on this. But if we get more to like pile up and then hit one, we'll deal a bit more damage. Okay, this looks like enough. 1.6? 1.06? Oh, 1.12? 1.1? Yeah, so we're getting around 1.1. Which is definitely enough to one-tap. You only need 1 mil to one-tap. But now we're going to try it with Lion Pet, because I actually want to know. I don't know myself if Lion is better. And of course, this is only level 79, but we should be able to still see. Okay, no, it's horrible. It's horrible. Because this is only going to increase my first strike, and this is going to increase all of my combat stats. So that's strength, crit damage, etc. The next chapter of our journey is to one-tap every Slayer boss. Tier 5 Rev, Tier 4 Spider, Tier 4 Wolf. Let's get into it. Alright, so the sword swapping process for Revenant is going to be pretty obvious. What you're going to use is a Giant Sword, And then in your sword swap, you're going to use an Axe of the Shredded. So we're going to call Maddox, and we're going to do this quest. And then I will be back when the boss is here. Okay, so the boss is here. Equip Warden Helmet. Swap to Lion Pet. And we're going to sword swap on this. Ready? Bam. 11.1. That's a lot of damage, too. That's a lot of damage. Alright, so the next box we're going to be doing is Spider, and all you have to do is switch out the Axe of the Shredded for a Scorpion Foil. And just like last time, I will be back once the boss has spawned. Okay, so we're going to equip our Warden Helmet, we're going to swap to Lion just to see how much damage we can do, because this thing doesn't have a lot of health, but I want to see how big the number can be. And I didn't even see that number. We're going to have to do that again. We're going to swap to Lion real quick. And then we're going to kill it. And hopefully we can see the number. 7.9. Holy crap. That's quite a bit of damage. That's a bit of damage. Alright, now it is time for the final Slayer. But tier 4 wolf time. We're going to be using our wolf pet to spawn. Switch to Lion to kill. Take off our Warden so we aren't slow. And basically the way you're going to do wolf is the exact same way you do a normal mob, because there is no like special weapon for wolves other than Pooch Sword, but Pooch Sword is awful. Please don't use it. So we're just going to be using our mace ability, swap to our giant sword, swap back to the mace, and then hit. Alright, this is probably going to spawn. Yep, there we go. Okay, Warden Helmet equip, swap to Lion Pet, bam, bam, 6.6. That's so much damage. Wait, what? Wait, did it swap to... Oh, no, okay, I had an auto pet for Griffin, because that's what I normally use, but I manually swapped to Lion, so it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe and enjoy the rest of your day.